Hi Islanders, I'm Feathersong and welcome to another one of my videos. So, we had a teeny tiny but super cute update last night. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check it out yet, but have a look. It's Plushies! Yay! Aren't they cute? And they squeak. This otter right here is my favorite one. But I also like the cat and the shark and the cactus and the dog and the seal. My least favorite is the cupcake. It just doesn't do anything for me. And I don't really care for the slime queen either. But anyways, the rest of them are very cute. And here's a close-up look at the otter. They are all very cute when you hold them. I love the shark, he's hilarious. And I love the cactus too, he's also hilarious. And the cats, okay, they're all hilarious. But except for the seal, look. Your hand goes right through it when you hold it. So hopefully they will fix that because otherwise it looks kind of stupid. But anyways, if you're wondering how to get these plushies, you make them. So, to make these plushies, we have a new workbench. It's called the sewing station. There it is. It levitates. Anyways, so to make this, all you need to do is go onto your workbench. And click on workbenches, scroll down, and there it is. The sewing station requires 50 iron ingots, 50 oak wood, and 5 steel plates. So nothing too bad. Now, on here, you can make the plushies, but in order to make the plushies, I'll just click on my otter. They take yarn and also a sewing button. And so the way to make the yarn is out of colored wool. So that means you will need to use a coloring station and click on the color wool that you want. I can tell you right now that dark green and purple are not used to make any of the current plushies, so don't bother making yarn for those. But so basically you just need the color flower that you want and some white wool, and then you go over here and you click on the yarn and select the color of yarn that you want. So here's purple. Actually, let's just make one to show. Let's make a pink one instead, actually. Alright, so you make as many as you want. You go over here and click on the yarn and pink, I think, is it right here? Yeah. So one pink wool will create 5 pieces of yarn. See down here? But if you look at these plushies, some of them require quite a few pieces of yarn. And so if you want to make more than one, you just need to keep in mind you're going to need a lot more wool. The most common colors seem to be the black and white, depending on what you're making. Also red and cyan and pink. But you're going to need white, the absolute most, so make sure that you have plenty of white wool to make the white thread. And this is what the thread looks like. It's on a little spool. Orange, my favorite color. And you'll also need a sewing button. I don't know why it isn't in my hand. It's like floating below it, but oops. So yeah, it's a button. And the way that you get that is by going to the hub. And I'll take you there. We'll go on a little field trip, and I'll show you where to get the buttons. And they are, right now you get the buttons from the Block guy, but they are going to be introducing a new NPC called the Tailor, and that will eventually be the person that you go to get your buttons. And I think they're also going to sell thread. So for those of you who don't have sheep, you'll probably be able to buy the yarn from the tailor. So anyways, here we are at the hub, and the Block guy is to the right here, past the baker. You can see his little block icon up here. And click on him, and it's the very last item is the sewing buttons, and they're 1,000 coins each. So they're not all that cheap if you're going to make a lot of them, but from what I recall, I think they only take like one button each. I'm not positive though. But anyway, so that is how you get your buttons. And I'm going to take you back to my island, and we are going to look at what else is part of the update. Alright, so here we are back on my island, and I just checked in the sewing station. I looked at all of the plushies, and all of them take 2 sewing buttons each. So that answers that question. Now, for the other part of the update, it is a bunch of brightly colored blocks. All it takes is flowers to make them. They're not made out of anything else. So, in my mind, I'm kind of picturing them as like, maybe they're like plastic blocks or something like that. But some of them have nice bright colors. Some of them, like the dark green and the orange, and well, the dark green and the orange don't appeal to me. They're not very good colors. And the purple, once again, is really close to the blue. I don't know why they keep making the purples not very purple. But anyways, like I said, you make them on the coloring station. It's now the first item, and each one only takes 1 colored flower for whatever color you're gonna do. I did some thinking about what use these might have, and one of the things that I came up with is the disco floors. I'm going to switch it to daytime because I think it's easier to see that way. Okay. Because when you put down a disco floor, it doesn't go up against the wall. You know, and it doesn't go in the corners. So you need to have like some kind of a block that's going to be like for the border. And so I thought maybe these blocks could do that. And for all of the colors except for the purple, they match pretty well. The pink is a little bit different, but the only one that I'm not happy with is the purple. But anyways, so they match pretty well, so that would be a good block to use with your disco floors. Another thing that I thought of is some of this furniture, the garden furniture that to me it looks like kids furniture and is brightly colored, so I thought that I would put the blocks with those and see how those look with the furniture. The three best, I think, are the cyan goes really well with this cyan, and the yellow, and oddly enough, this purple looks good with this purple. You know, in my view. But yeah, so these blocks could be used if you're going to make like a child's room or something like that. The dark green is pretty much the same color as the grass, by the way. So yeah, that is basically the update, but they did do some bug fixes and changes, so let's go to the mailbox and see what those were. I moved my mailbox over here so that I wouldn't have to go all the way across my island. New plushies. Alright, so new workbench. Sewing station. Craft the new sewing station at your workbench. Here you can craft different colored yarn used to sew plushies together. New items, plushies. Oops, I scrolled down too far. Craft over 10 plus new plushies at the sewing station. There's 11 of them. I don't know why they didn't just say 11 instead of saying 10 plus, but we will be adding more plushies over time and possible skin variants. Upcoming news on plushies. A new merchant will be coming to the hub next week, known as the Tailor. You will be able to purchase yarn and buttons from them once they're added. For this week, you may purchase sewing buttons from the block merchant in the hub to craft your plushies with. We've been there, done that. New solid color blocks. This is what I just showed you. You can now craft solid colored blocks at the coloring station. They're not very special blocks, but the colors on most of them are nice. Anyways, Static Scepter rework. The Static Scepter has been reworked to function more like our other magic weapons and renamed to the Lightning Scepter to reflect the change. Coincidentally, when the Static Scepter first came out, it was called the Lightning Scepter or the Lightning something. And then they changed it to static for some reason. And anyways, it now has a much nicer lightning effect, and the lightning effect should no longer glitch out to keep it more in line with how it was before. When it was a hold weapon, it will deal multiple ticks of damage per target hit. I do have a Static Scepter, but I don't think I have it on this save. Or actually, I don't think I have it on this alt. No Static Scepter. Back to the mailbox to finish. They did a few bug fixes and I spent quite a bit of time on Discord reading the bug reports right after the update came out, and the people aren't liking the stat acceptor. They're saying it works worse than it did before. Quality of life changes added an option to show or hide your join code in the Explore page. Let's look at that. Where is that option? I guess maybe when you publish? Okay. Anywho. I wish the mail would stay open so I could switch back and forth. Where am I? I don't hardly ever read my mail, but anyways. Unless I'm doing a video. So, quality of life changes. Changed pet egg stand names for clarity. Plushies now have variant squeak sounds when interacting with them. I don't know what they mean by variant squeak sounds. They all squeak the same. I'll show you. Oh, I gotta turn sounds back on. Hee hee. Oh, they are on. Let's turn them up then. There we go. It's not all that loud, but if you look, or if you listen, they all sound the same. So, I don't know what they mean by variant. I mean, there are a couple of different kind of squeaks. They're slightly different from each other. See? Anyways. Back to the mail again. Alright, where did we leave off? Okay, miscellaneous changes. Fixed items being deleted when falling into the void. Fixed permissions menu locking in place when clicking multiple times. Fixed floating trees in the hub. Fixed damage differences between iron and stone swords. The fixed items being deleted when falling into the void. That was not fixed. The fix that they put out for it didn't work. So they are trying again. And yeah, a lot of people in Discord are pretty upset that they're losing all of their valuable items. But okay, so I guess that is the update. I think it was a good one. Very cute, very fun. Hopefully you'll have fun with it too. Thanks for coming to watch my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And keep coming back to see all of my future videos too. Bye!